I'm Giles, 17, right-arm opening bowler, and this is my third year on the academy. Coming in from a minor county, I mean, the support you get is just incredible. Like Andy Pick, my bowling coach, he's been phenomenal with me. Matt Wood, academy director, he's been very good. Damsey helped me out with my batting, and then the fielding sessions that we've been getting in the winter has been pretty good. S&C Cyrus has been pretty good all year through. So. I mean, it's been pretty special coming into such a big club and a special place. I can remember my first time coming in and just sort of being in awe of the size of the ground. It was my first time at Trent Bridge, so it was a pretty special feeling. But to just have the privilege to train in the facilities and get to use, I mean, we've got some stunning facilities here, and just walking through the gates is just such a special feeling. It's just a privilege, really.
Big point of difference is his pace. So he bowls with a good pace. He is fit and strong enough to bowl at good pace each time he comes on to bowl. So, you know, we sometimes see a fluctuation in pace between first spell, second spell and stuff like that, whereas Giles tends to bowl, he can maintain his pace over the course of the day, which is, again, is ideal, especially in the longer form of the game when you're taking the second new ball at 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon, you know, and he's going to be thrown to him, so he needs to be able to maintain his pace, but he can do that. I just think he leads the attack well. He gets people out, and you know, the big thing for me, he can bowl, if it's a 50-over game or a T20 game, he can bowl any one of the overs, any one of the 50 or any one of the 20. He's got the skill set to bowl at the start and at the end, and maybe come on in the middle and try and get a wicket and stuff. And you know, that's a really important thing with seamers, because you know, you need to be able to, your captain needs to be able to chuck you the ball, especially if you're the best bowler in the team, perceived to be the best bowler in the team, then the captain needs to be able to chuck you the ball at any stage, and you need to have the skill sets to deal with it, with that circumstance.
Like I say, you come from a minor county, Lincolnshire, Scunthorpe town. You know, nonetheless, how important have they been as a club side in your development?
Yeah, they've been very special. I've played there since I was about 6 years old. Cranjic's helped me through pretty much everything. I mean, coming onto the academy, making my England debut last year was pretty special. He was there all the way, came and watched me on my debut, so I mean, them as a club have been, yeah, pretty phenomenal with me.
And what's been your favourite memory in your time at Notts?
Probably taking 3 for 17 against Durham last year for the 2s in the T20 at my home at Worksop College, where I study at the minute, or making my debut at Headingley against Jonny Bairstow, which was, yeah, that's pretty cool. So
must have been a bit of a surreal feeling bowling against Jonny
Bairstow. Yeah, bowling against him, yeah, it was pretty special. I mean, I remember he hit one back past my head, and I'm not sure I even saw it leave the bat. So I mean, just the step up from sort of first class cricket to international is pretty big step up. So
I suppose Jonny Bairstow hitting you back over your head, you might not have taken it as personally that time, considering the
no, definitely just sort of turn around and walk back to my mark as quick as possible. Don't give him any sort of look, or like the traditional fast bowlers would do. You sort of just turn around and walk back to your mark.
Ultimately, all we're doing, we're just pushing him to the next level to see how he copes with it. We don't necessarily expect him to tear it up at second team level as a 17, 18-year-old, but a lot of it's how he copes with it and whether he can cope with it mentally. And like you say, you know, we'll play against some good players who are maybe coming back from injury or surplus to requirements in whichever first team they're playing in at the time. How does he go against him? Is he fazed by him, whatever? But then also, you know, how he then carries himself when he comes back. And he's leading the attack in the 18s. So it's, you know, we don't expect him to lead the attack in the second team. There's a lot of pros in the team that are going to do that, but it's how he then responds when he comes back down as well. So being able to move through the standards and just account for yourself well is really important. That's what we're looking for, really.
Got to wear the 3 lions against Australia and Ireland, I believe. You know, did that help you sort of reaffirm the fact that you are where you want to be, you're in the sport that you want to be?
Yeah, I mean, that's obviously a special feeling. It was incredible to wear the 3 lions on your chest is magical. But to, especially against Australia, biggest rivals, I mean, it was pretty cool. Just being able to like know that you're good enough to be there, sort of thing. And even like the England coaches have noticed that, and just knowing that you're there for a reason, sort of thing. That's what I just told myself every time I went out, is you're here for a reason.